Hi everyone, this is Crystal, and I'm back with week 2 in my 2020 Project Life album. I have my photos already printed and ready to go. I have 5 photos this week and also a couple pieces of ephemera that I'm hoping I can try and fit in. I am using the January Fierce and Fabulous Life Crafted kit from Citrus Twist Kits. I have everything that's left in my kit right here. I've also this time remembered to print the extra journaling cards and the cut apart sheet, so I have that to use as well. And then I've also grabbed the add-on kit, or part of the add-on kit anyway. I picked out a few things I thought might especially work with this spread. So I think they're mostly things from Dear Lizzy, She's Magic, and then the alphas from Pinkfish Studio. So that's what I'll be working with. I am going to put you on fast forward and start playing. So I'm going to start by laying out my photos where I think I might want them, and this does end up changing later. I don't think, I think, well, a couple of them stay where they are, but most of them move. And then I'm going to go through the cards. So I really love this one that says, "Feel the fear and do it anyway." And I felt like that really worked for especially the selfie that I have of me right before I was working out one day. I was trying to kind of participate in the selfie challenge from Tracy Reed. I only took 2 selfies this week, but in my book, that is better than none. So I'm calling it a win. Yeah, and that photo is one of those. So I've chosen the cards, and then I also chose that bright pink paper from the Life Crafted kit because I knew I wanted to add lots of bright colors to the spread because I have that really bright photo in the bottom of a band we went to see on Saturday night. So yeah, I wanted to add lots of bright colors, so I grabbed this one, and I'm thinking I'm going to use it in 2 different places on the spread. So behind as my title card, and then as the other 4x6 pocket as well. And then I added from the add-on kit that floral paper from Dear Lizzy's She's Magic because it has the same bright pink color, and I know a lot of that's going to be covered up with my journal card. Okay, so I'm happy with the way it looks so far. I will tell you, a lot of this does change. I just struggled to get a good balance on the page, so I end up changing a few things around, but I will come back here in a little bit and talk to you about what I did and why. Okay, so I'm going through the ephemera pack that was in the Life Crafted kit, and it is full of awesome details. So I'm just kind of throwing a few things down, wondering what might work. I'm not committing to anything, just giving myself options. I'm pulling out all of those gold stars again, thinking I definitely want to use them on this spread, but once again, I end up not using them. I think they're gorgeous, and I'm having trouble letting go of them a little bit. So anyway, going through the ephemera pack, I pulled out a few things. I'm going to put the rest away. This just narrowed my options, makes it a little bit easier for me to make some final decisions here in a little bit. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the fabric ephemera. I'm pulling out mostly ones that are in those same bright colors, and then I did pull out one black one because I do have some black on this page that I want to make sure I tie in across all of the pockets. So I added that black one, and then I thought about these wood veneer pieces that came in the kit as well, but I decided against it. They just didn't quite go with the colors and the feel of this page. So at this point, I'm thinking I definitely need more blue or teal, or that minty green color. I need something in that family on this page. So I decided to not use the little rainbow stripe card I had pulled out to go behind this photo, and instead to pull this blue one from the digital cards that come with the kit. And I thought that would be the answer, that I would be able to work with that, and that would add enough blue to the page. But again, I changed my mind, which you'll see here in a little bit. So you can see me thinking like something just doesn't feel quite right yet, but I'm just going to pull or push forward and pull out a few other things to go through and see if I can make it work. So I was looking at the cut apart sheet. Now I've pulled out the ephemera pack from the add-on kit. This is the She's Magic ephemera pack, and I'm again just pulling out a few things I think will work, kind of plopping them down on the page, and it's gonna narrow my options for me to go through later. Sorry, got a little tongue-tied. Okay, so you also may notice that I have already used some of the pieces from this ephemera pack on my last spread, and they are here magically again in the ephemera pack. That is because I actually had 2 of these packs and I grabbed the wrong one when I went to put this page together. So I'm actually using one that is complete that I hadn't actually touched, but it doesn't really matter to me if I'm using a couple of the same little bits. I don't think you'll even notice in the end, and yeah, they're going to end up going in the same pile eventually once I'm done with this kit anyway. So yeah, that's why you see things that I have already used if you are a details person and noticing that sort of thing. Okay, so I've gone through all of the things I can go through. It's time to make some decisions. So I trimmed down this journal card to add on top of my photo and that 4x6 piece of paper so I can type up some journaling there. And I'm just trying to work out the exact size I want it to be. I thought about cutting it into a banner at the bottom, but I end up just cutting it straight. Here you'll see I just cut a little bit off the bottom, and I just wanted you to be able to see that pink paper around the edges just a little bit. And then I'm going to add one of those fabric tags to the top. And next I'm going to work on this card. So I had those 2 tickets. I decided I really only needed 1 on the page. So I'm trying to work out how to add it. And I decided that a pocket would probably be easiest. So I went back to the add-on kit and grabbed this heart paper, also from She's Magic. And I'm going to trim off just a tiny little rectangle of it. I'm measuring the ticket to make sure that I get it wide enough that I can stitch around the outside of it and still be able to slip that ticket into it. And then I just kind of randomly chose how tall I wanted it to be. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stitch around that, add it to that 4x6 card, and add my ticket inside there. And then I have the rest of that card as a space for journaling. I just need a little spot to add my journaling. So I found that blue piece, and I like that. I'm also going to add a fabric tag. I thought about those tickets, but I end up adding those to the photo instead, and I really like the way that looks. And it's at this point where I'm feeling like things are just not working, that something needs to change. I'm going to mess around with the ephemera I pulled out for the title card and realize something's got to change. So I went away and thought about it for a little bit, and now I'm going to come back here and talk to you about the changes that I made. Okay, so I've made a few changes, hoping this will make it feel a little bit better. So I did have this paper as my title card, but I think I'm going to switch it out for this kind of minty, tealy green one, just to tie in those colors throughout the page. I've also switched around some things, so it didn't quite feel right to have these, they were opposite, and that didn't quite feel right. I think it was probably because I had the pink there and I wanted it at an angle, but I still like this better. So I switched those, and then I moved these around as well just to get a better balance of color, and I didn't like the fact that I was facing off the page when I had my photo here. I've also added my journaling. I've typed it here, and here is the little card that goes here, and I've done some stitching. So I have stitched a little pocket here for my ticket to go into. I have stitched around the edges as well as across the little fabric tag, and because I added stitching there, I wanted to spread it around the page a bit. So I also added stitching to the other 2 places that I have fabric tags on the page. So there, and on this little tag as well. Okay, so that's where I am now. I feel much better about this page. I can go ahead and get it finished. So my next step is to go ahead and start adhering some things down. I have my ticket in the pocket, and it had like a little extra piece at the top, so I was just tearing that off to make it fit a little bit better. And then I can adhere the journal card next to it and add these tickets to the bottom of my photo. One of those tickets says prize ticket free, and I thought that was absolutely perfect since I had won tickets to that show. So I had to include that, even though the colors weren't exactly what I would maybe have chosen, although they work just fine. Okay, so going through and adhering all the other little bits, trimming off where things hang over the edge, and making sure that everything is glued down and ready to go before I do some final embellishing. So I did go back to that rainbow stripe card, as you can see, because I felt like it really tied in all of the colors, especially once I had added that heart paper as a pocket on the bottom. I really liked the rainbow stripe to tie that in. And then I'm going to work on my title card. So I've trimmed that 6x8 paper in half, and I'm going to add this library card ephemera, which is my absolute favorite piece from the entire She's Magic collection, I'm pretty sure. Definitely from the add-on kit. And I was definitely going to hoard it. I didn't want to use it. Even though, like I said, I do have 2 packs, I still didn't want to use it. But it's perfect. It has all the colors that are in this page. And I just love it. So I went ahead and added it to the page and used it. And honestly, I'm really glad that I did, because you know, we need to use our things and not hoard them. So I added that to my 4x6 card, and then added the week 2 title in those foam alphas from the Life Crafted kit. And I have to say, I love those alphas so much. A long time ago, I had a set of foam alphas that were really similar to this, and I think I just got them at Joann or something. Like, they were not expensive, but as soon as I fell in love with them, of course, they no longer carried them. So I have been wishing for foam alphas like this since then, and yeah, love these. Okay, so I grabbed the cut-apart sheet, the printable cut-apart sheet that comes with the Life Crafted kit, to add another label to my page. I didn't have any place on this photo to add any journaling, and I knew there was just a couple things I wanted to say, so I grabbed one, again, in that same kind of minty green color. That kind of ties it into the side of the page as well, and then I just tucked it behind that piece of ephemera that says Bravo. And now I think I am finally ready to add just the finishing touches. So I've grabbed all the puffy stickers, both from the Life Crafted and the add-on kit, and then those phrase stickers as well from the add-on kit. I'm just going to look through and see if there's any that work for this page. I do find one on this puffy stickers set here that says "Take it day by day," and I add it to the bottom of the photo of my planner for the year. I thought that was pretty perfect. And then I'm going to add a couple of the hearts off of this puffy sticker set from She's Magic, just kind of sprinkling them around the page, adding them here and there. No rhyme or reason, really, I guess. Just kind of where I felt like I needed a little pop of color, or wanted a little bit more texture. And then I'm going to add a few of these phrase stickers as well. I chose 2 to add to the top photo in that blank space at the bottom of my journaling card. And since I did that there, I decided to do the exact same thing on the bottom journal card. That just kind of repeats that same look and ties it in together. So I just chose 2 little phrase stickers and added them there. And then I am going to go back and add a couple more puffy stickers just to finish off the page. So that's pretty much it for this page. I hope you've enjoyed this process. There are tons of close-up photos coming up so you can see all the little details. If you have any questions about anything I've done or anything I've used, please feel free to leave those in the comments below, and I will be sure to get back to you. And of course, all of the kits are linked in the description, so be sure to go check out these kits if you haven't already. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I do always appreciate a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button so that you get to see all of the future videos. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you all back here very soon.